Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and I suppose that this will be a What a Week slash Married Man Side Heifer Saga. Um, some of y'all who watch everything that I put up have noticed that I haven't been around like that, and to be honest, it's because I have been very, very depressed, deeply depressed, and I'm trying to get back to me. I don't know why this is happening, but it is a lot, and I'm trying my best to get back in tune with myself, y'all. So just bear with me and pray for me, keep me lifted up. Good vibes, all that good stuff. So, yeah, let me go on ahead and get into what all has been going on. So, I'm at work. I'm about to leave work right now. There's a possibility that I will have to work tomorrow. They are finally giving my partner a day off after 2.5 weeks, pretty much, of just working, never granting his day off. And I'm happy for him. Very happy for him. Everybody know I'm not trying to work over. Everybody knows that I am not trying to work on my days off. Like, everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. So I'm just okay. I'm trying not to go there. But anyway, to make a long story short, today I was able to basically roll up on the person who is supposed to be charged with the task of getting people, hiring people, and all of that. And they already said they have a new class and all this other stuff. It's to the point where even my partner said they need to cut all that class stuff out. Truck. They need to cut all that class stuff out and just have them to come straight up to do what we do and learn. Because for me, I'm a hands-on visual learner. You can tell me all day what something's supposed to be, but until I'm doing it, I'm actually physically doing these tasks, I'm not going to learn. And I actually I've learned more by having hands-on than what I learned in the classroom. So, yeah, y'all, I'm just like, ain't nobody got time. Y'all doing too much. So, the guy who I told y'all about that I didn't want to be up there, he is going to be up there. I don't know why this person's speeding. Let me get out your way. You acting like you done lost your mind. He is one of the people who was in the class, and I'm like, golly, why? So, they're training him currently, and I'm just like, please let him be in another department, because I don't want to have to deal with him, because I'm really going to have to go off on him for real. I go off on him all the time as it is, because let him tell it, he works so hard, and he's the hardest working person up in there. No, you are not. Every time I see you, you flapping them gums, and that is not a part of your job description. So anyway, y'all, despite that, I'm just like, y'all working a mule out of us, and they are. When I tell y'all, I was so desperate for the person who is in charge of doing the schedule to hear my plea and to consider what I said to her today, that I mean, I already knew she was going to be like, nah, unfortunately, that's not something that we can do, but whatever. I still needed to, throw it out there, which was, y'all, I already told y'all we had a new department. They have it running 7 days a week on all shifts. They do not have the kinks worked out in the slightest. And I'm just like, y'all know y'all wrong. And it is always inconveniencing us. And I'm just like, I'm not here for this. I want to work my normal days and go home. That's all I want to do. My normal days, my normal time. I shouldn't have to work 12-hour shifts and be forced to have to do all this extra crap. And I really have had appointments to do stuff, and I had to just be like, oh, if I want to have a job, if I want to still be employed and not have it count against me, I have to be like, oh, I can't even go to my appointment. Like, I don't have time for this. Like, that's the point. I should be able to, I'm talking about, I make a point to do this on my days off, specifically on a Wednesday. So I'm like, I can't even do what I'm supposed to do. Like, I can't get my normal stuff that I need to get done for my car done. I can't run my normal errand. Like, my mom be asking me to do stuff for her. And even though she is in Montgomery, Alabama, I don't care if I'm in a whole nother country. I'm going to do what my mama asked me to do for her. So it is what it is. So I be having stuff I got to do for my mama. And if I don't put an alarm in my phone, I'm not going to remember to do it, especially if they end up changing the time in which I'm going to get off. And I'm just like, y'all are really inconveniencing me. Anyway, y'all, I put something out there and they were like, yeah, unfortunately, we can't do that. So tomorrow, I'm probably going to have to come in. But she said that she was going to call me if for some reason somebody call or somebody come in and they take my spot for me. And all of that, I mean, I don't know. Since my partner not going to be there, it's looking a little bleak. I might actually have to come in. Worst case scenario is, best case scenario, if I do have to come in, is 4 hours. Worst case scenario is they're going to try me, and then I'm going to have to pull a 12-hour shift. And they already got me up there to my Thursday, which is not my normal day to work. Talking about I'm gonna have to stay over for what? And I'm talking about, and go to the department that don't be doing nothing. And I'm just like, I don't want to go somewhere where I'm just like, this is stupid. I haven't done the classes. Y'all love to my classes, right? Oh, okay. I ain't been to the class. I ain't learned nothing. I don't know what's going on over there. So don't expect me to be available. Like, y'all should not sit up here and think that anybody wants to have any dealings with that. And y'all don't even got it going where it need to be going anyway. Like, they never work the kinks out. They don't do things that normal people would do. They just thinking about money. And I'm like, you're literally losing money because you have people up in there for most of their shift literally doing nothing. But y'all are all about money, though. Oh, okay. Like, they really come in there and do no work more than they actually work. So I'm sick and tired. And y'all want to inconvenience me in the process. Because on my shift, we get inconvenienced because sometimes we don't have enough bodies. So we don't have a breaker, and, people leaving early, and people just deciding, oh, well, since they basically are sensing that they finna be in distress because they see the situation unfolding before their eyes. They're like, I don't want to be a part of it. Let me fake like I'm sick. Or they get fed up and they be like, well, I can't take it. I just take a half of an occurrence then, and they'll just work half the shift and that's it. And I'm just like, I'm not a rule breaker. I got to be really in distress to just be like, let me just leave work. Like, I really got to be in distress. For me to leave work, I don't just be leaving work. I don't play that. I don't play by my check. I don't do that. Even when I was on salary, when I was a salary paid employee, I didn't play about that. I ain't never play about that. I had clients that I had to serve, and I believed in doing my job well. So anyway, y'all, I'm so sick and tired. They really stay trying us. So like I was telling some of y'all who watched the last What Are They post that I put up, there was something that happened. So remember when I told y'all that there is somebody who has to bring certain things to me? He has to retrieve things and bring them to us. And what he did was he gave me his number so that I could text him, so that it doesn't actually end up being an inconvenience, because you would basically have to go through his supervisor just to get a message through to him, which 99% of the time he never passes along, which is annoying because it's like, sir, I called and I told you to tell him this, and it's important. So now you're inconveniencing me while I'm at the job. Like, come on now. So anyway, y'all, pardon me, I'm pulling up to the car wash. Y'all already know.
Please take your receipt.
And so,
thank you for your business. We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah. Anyway, so I already told y'all he ended up giving me his number and all this other stuff. Like, it makes it way more convenient for me because there are times that I don't have access, I don't have room or whatever, and it's like, I don't need for you to come bring stuff and I ain't got no room for you to put it. Cool, whatever. So that's the reason why he gave me his number. Well, the side heifer, that's really the reason why he gave her his number as well, right? Apparently, he must have just gave this woman the number very recently, like just gave it. The married man who she's screwing found out about this, right? Apparently, he is in his feelings about it. Apparently, he had something to say about it. And the side heifer, I'm pretty sure she feels as though she was very delighted in what was happening. She's very delighted in thinking that, oh, he's jealous. Oh no, is this him behind me? Y'all, I'm scared. I really feel like this him. I'm speaking about this man and I feel like he's right behind me. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna, please, Lord. Is this him? Is this him? Y'all, I'm tired. This man followed me to the car wash. Anyway, so he had the audacity to be in his feelings because she has his number. And he told me, he was like, well, she texts me way more than I text her. And you know I don't like her like that. Like, she ugly. She is butt ugly. I have a girlfriend, whatever. And as we've already established, these people having girlfriends, wives, fiancés, and all that means absolutely nothing, which is sad, but it's true. So, it's just a lot. And I'm just like, child, he acting like he want to square up or something. And I'm like, and I told him, I said, because he told me about it. He was like, man, now he acting crazy. Like, I've been, kind of cool with him, the married dude, but after he found out that she has texted me because she has my number, now he acting weird. And I'm like, he was like, he don't know if he gonna have to square up or what, because he was like, my girlfriend will gladly come up here and beat her down, and I will beat him down too. And I was like, please don't do that. Like, y'all gotta stop. Like, but like I told him, I said, yeah, you know she's eating this up, right? You know she is eating this up. You know she happy, because it's like, oh my gosh, my man is jealous because another man talks to me. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, girl, bye. You being excited that a whole married man is jealous, that is dumb. Anyway, the blessing in all of this is that the side heifer is over in the new department. And that is not her department. No, it's not. She is supposed to be up there with me and her cousin and all of that. Like, we're supposed to rotate from week to week. But since only a select few of them have actually been trained, I think that hopefully they're going to just implement it where only the trained people who've had classes are going to be permitted to go to that particular department. Because I'm just like, for what? I don't know what's going on. I don't care about what's going on. It's boring over there. And y'all don't do nothing most of the time. Like, no. So anyway, last week, pretty much all last week she was over there, except I think for maybe one day. All this week they have her there, over there in that department. And they actually have it where she is mandatory. It's mandatory for her to come in Saturday and Sunday, because she works Monday through Friday. Because that's the schedule that, she ended up eventually getting her bid for. So as of right now, that's her schedule. And she has to come in Saturday and Sunday, mandatory to go to that department. So for me, I'm just like, it's peaceful. I love the fact that it's peaceful. I'm always here for peace. Always here for that. Because I don't like foolishness. I don't like stupidity. I don't see the point. And that's the type of time that she's on. Stupidity. And yeah, so that's the great thing about it. Just not having to deal with her. Now, I do see her in passing because since she does nothing all day, she's walking around the entire building all day, literally doing nothing. So, saw her today. A good thing that has happened, y'all, is that my buddy, the guy who I told y'all about, whose father passed away recently. I told y'all about somebody else whose father passed away, but the person whose father just passed away like 2 weeks ago, he came back to work today. He came back early because he wasn't supposed to come back until June. And yes, it is about to be June, but I'm guessing he was kind of bored or something, and he decided that he wanted to come on in. So he came to work today. We were in the meeting, and I was talking to him, and he seemed to be in good spirits. He is very I don't even know how to describe it. So we didn't have nothing going on when I first got to work, right? It took like half the shift because everything had been shut down and all of that because of the holiday and whatever. So we didn't really have nothing going on, right? Which I'm glad about. Come on, man. Which I'm glad about, because it's like y'all should have been had it like that anyway. There was no reason for anybody to be up in here. But anyway, so I was like, cool. So we had the meeting. I let him get back cool and talk to his comrades that worked downstairs with him. And I was like, I'm gonna catch him later on, because he was talking to the supervisor, our supervisor, and the other people who actually do the same job that he does, catching up. And everybody was like, good to see you, I'm sorry about what happened, da 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 da. So then I had a moment where I had to go downstairs, and my partner wanted me to see if I could figure out something in particular. I said, oh, I gotta go down there anyway, because I gotta go get my water bottle and all this other stuff. I didn't want to be late to my meeting. So I was like, yeah, I ain't got time. You ain't finna be taking no you ain't finna be giving me no occurrences. Never, because I ain't at the meeting on time. So I just left my water bottle, and I said, at the absolute latest, when I go on my first break, I'm gonna go get it then. So I ended up being able to get it within an hour, which was way before my break time. So I went down there one time to figure something out. We had to, get an understanding, and then I went down there again to ask a question, and then I saw him. And he was finishing up a conversation with somebody else. And so we started talking. Now, he's older, and he always talks about white people, about how he don't like white people, and like most of his counterparts are white, and like he'll read them and he'll just be like, I mean, I ain't got no choice but to work with them, but I ain't cool with them. And I'm like, why are you like this? Like, and it's like, part of me feels like he's joking, but another part of me is like, I don't feel like he's joking, but he'll say it in a joking way, and then they'll be talking to him and laughing and like it's like dark humor and something else mixed together, and I'm just like, what is really going on here? But like with one of the instances that happened, so I can give you a better example, so I can give you an actual example. So he was like, my father passed away, right? So this particular person texted me, and I was like, okay. He was like, I responded to him, thanks, because he told him heartfelt words. He was like, I'm so sorry about the passing of your father, da 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 da, and all this other stuff, like really heartfelt. He gonna respond and basically said thank you, and he was like, you are the first white person to send me condolences or something like that. So he was like, with that response, everybody knew I was okay, because he told everybody what the message was. And I'm like, I do understand in a sense what you mean when you say it like that particular example, but you would just have to see how he acts to understand what I'm talking about. But he just be like, our supervisor white, y'all, he don't be caring. And I mean, I guess they're so used to him, it's just like, it is what it is. It's not, I mean, he's saying that he's not racist, so I don't know. I don't think I could just be open like that and be like, yeah, y'all white people, I'm just here working with y'all because I got to, with little stuff he say. He just be saying, it's just the stuff he say sometimes. But anyway, he back. He seems to be okay. Yeah. What the hell's going on? Myself and my partner worked together today, and we had an awesome day together. We read a lot of people because they stay trying us. They stay trying it. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that really, really went down? this guy that I told y'all about before who does the same job as the divorced man. He's in our department, but he's going to another department. And we were just like, what was the point? Like, they put him over there. And then now he put in a bid to go to another department doing the same job. So they was like, what? Because my supervisor, like, normally when somebody is brought over, he introduces them, be like, hey, I know y'all might have worked with this person, but, you know, he's a part of our team. Now he over here in our department, da-da-da-da-da. He had just did that. Then all of a sudden, he was like, yeah, I got the bid to go over there. So it was like, what? But anyway, y'all, he kind of starting up. It's not bad right now, but he kind of starting up. Where he'll, like, come out of nowhere just to talk to me and say little random stuff. And I'm looking at him like... The second time I came downstairs, I asked him something. And I was like... Because he was the first person I saw. So I asked him, did he know any specifics about that? And he was like, oh, well... He was like, the way he looked, I was like, so you don't know? Maybe I need to go ask him. He was like, yeah. Like, he did this awkward laugh, and I was like, don't start. Do not start. Hopefully, because he's going to that other department, I'm not going to really see him like that, except when he does like he was doing before when he was over in that other department. Y'all, this man will be at the meeting. We have a meeting before we go on the floor and go to our respective areas. This man was posted up just staring at me one day. And we were waiting on our supervisor to get there. And he was just posted. I kept feeling like somebody was looking at me. I was like, who in the world? Posted up, just looking. Looking like he mesmerized by something. I was like, please, get, if you don't get. Because I've experienced him before at 2 other jobs. And it's crazy because he was a mechanic, well, maintenance person at the 2 prior jobs. Now, this one, he's not. And... I mean, I think you have to kind of go through certain channels to become maintenance at the place that I work at now. So I don't know if that's what it is or not, because another maintenance guy, when I tell you everybody been leaving in droves from my last job to come over there, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I saw a whole other maintenance. I looked at him and I said, wait a minute, sir. And he was a maintenance person over there, but he's not over there. He's doing the same job that person does. But yeah, like I told y'all before, I don't have the slightest interest. He's not no ugly person or nothing, but y'all, he was snorting cocaine and things at work. Like, his teeth gone, toe down, unless he got them fixed. His teeth was toe all the way down to the ground. I wouldn't have never knew if his cousin hadn't said something to me. She was like, you ever paid attention? And this was before COVID. Years before COVID. She was like, you ever paid attention? You ever paid attention to his mouth? I was like, what you talking about? She was like, all them drugs he doing. His teeth toe down. I was like, no, because he be wearing a beard net. So one day he took the beard net down and started laughing, and I was like, and I mean, this was like almost immediately, and I had never noticed this. And I saw him every single day I worked. So I was like, oh no, what in the world? And he is not an ugly man. Like, that's what tripped me out. But like I said before, he has a whole girlfriend that live at the house with him, and he trifling. And it's like, I know his tea. So I'm just looking at him sideways like, don't even try to try me, because I already know what it's hidden for. And even before I knew of your relatives, you know what I'm saying, and then they informed me of how you get down and your extracurricular activities. I was never finna deal with you like that. Like, he starts off like doing harmless stuff, and then it starts to escalate. And I'll let y'all know, because I'm losing weight. On the 1st, I will officially be back on my alkaline journey. I'm excited about it. I'm trying to get motivated, because the first go around, that was the most motivated I ever been. Like, I mean, I was so excited. I was so focused. Nothing deterred me. Nothing. So it's weird that I have not had the slightest bit of motivation, and it's hard for me to get back on it this time. And there have been so many depressive moments as well. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm about to go in this store. I got some errands to run. I'm going to try to get back into some things, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.